The fragile nature of our world is something we hear about almost every day. It's become the hot topic in news and in politics, forcing us to look at our habits and the way we treat our environment. It may shock you to know that Americans generate more than 2,000 pounds of solid waste per year, or what we call trash, per person. In Southern California, one of the most populous spots in the nation, that adds up. Most people don't give it a second thought. You take something out of a wrapper or finish your bottle of water, and into the garbage it goes. But what happens after that? It used to be all this garbage was picked up and put into a landfill. Out of sight, out of mind. Since recycling has come to the forefront in recent years, EDCO has been making great gains to reduce, reuse, and recycle. EDCO has believed in this cause for more than 40 years and is helping keep Southern California beautiful. When it comes to recycling, EDCO will take care of it.
We're making a difference not only in our community, but we're making a difference in the world. And what we do is extremely important. The education that we provide for everyone in our community, the role that we do in diverting materials out of our landfill, it's very fulfilling, and our employees feel like they're making a difference.
Recycling is a lot easier than you think. In the beginning, you needed to clean and separate material, putting them into separate bins and hauling them out to the curb. Have you ever wondered what happens to all the material you place in your blue recycle bin? Well, I have. My name is Lauren Nancaro, and over the next several minutes, we'll observe the process from start to finish. EDCO uses a different approach, commingled recycling. With this kind of recycling, residents no longer need to separate or prepare their recyclables. Aluminum, tin, plastic, glass, paper, cardboard, it can all go into one bin. The easier it is to recycle, the more people will recycle, and the more our cities and planet benefit. That blue recycle bin is picked up once a week and taken to EDCO's facilities, where it's processed and separated by type. Once it arrives, it's loaded onto a conveyor and screening system, everything from paper and glass to aluminum and plastics. This conveyor and screening system is the heart of EDCO's operation. Using the most current technology, EDCO divides the commingled recycling into separate, recyclable materials. It's like sifting for gold. Larger materials are screened out at the beginning, and as the screens get smaller, things like broken glass can be separated. But we still need the human touch. EDCO's family-owned and operated company is a team of employees consisting of drivers, plant personnel, administrative staff, and community representatives, all working in concert to make recycling a success. In fact, human hands are the first to touch the recycling stream. The recycling stream is loaded onto a conveyor belt and travels to the pre-sort line, where EDCO's team can pull out whole bottles or materials that don't belong. Material making it past the pre-sort line travels by conveyor belt through multiple screening stations to separate different types of recyclables. The first material screened for is cardboard. Cardboard represents a large portion of the commingled recycling stream and can include everything from product packaging to shipping boxes. After the cardboard has been screened out, the system begins to separate out newspaper and mixed paper. Newspaper is the most common recovered material. Most of it is exported to countries overseas. Last year, EDCO processed more than 130 million pounds of it. That's some heavy news. Office pack is made up of things like printer paper or other 8.5 by 11 sheets. Let's not forget businesses generate recyclables too. All over Southern California, thousands of offices and businesses recycle, and EDCO helps them continue to be socially responsible. Mixed paper is a combination of many materials: cardboard, newspaper, office paper, junk mail, or other fibers that make it through the screens. After EDCO sorts out all of the paper and cardboard, they begin to remove all of the remaining hard goods from the recycling stream: tin, plastics, aluminum cans, and glass, both whole bottle and pieces. Tin comes to EDCO from canned goods that are normally purchased in the grocery store. Items such as canned soups and vegetables, coffee cans, and pet food cans. The system uses a magnetic belt to remove the tin cans from the commingled stream of material. Sorting for plastics comes next. EDCO uses a high-tech optical eye sorter that identifies PET plastics and automatically sorts them from the line using puffs of air, directing the material to a separate bunker. When the bunker is full, the material will be baled, which is the final process prior to shipping. PET plastic is the most common form. The markets are worldwide and it can be recycled into products like fleece jackets, food containers and carpet, and of course, new bottles. HDPE number 2, natural plastic, consists almost exclusively of 1-gallon milk and water containers and can be recycled into things like toys, kitchenware, and piping. HDPE number 2 colored plastic is the same as natural plastics but with a pigment added. They are typically things like detergent bottles and juice containers. Since these already have a pigment added to the plastic, manufacturers are more limited in what products it can be recycled into. The last things to be processed are aluminum cans, bottles, and broken glass bottles, which is referred to as mixed or 3-colored glass. Aluminum cans are the most valuable recyclable material that EDCO processes. A large quantity of the cans processed are redeemed in EDCO buyback centers. As everything is sorted, it's collected in separate bins. So what happens to this stuff after it's been sorted? Materials are baled and shipped all over the U.S. and the world to be turned back into usable items. Recycling not only helps the planet, but it helps local residents get a little pocket change too. EDCO operates buyback centers in Southern California. Here, residents can bring in cans, bottles, and plastics with the California Redemption Value (CRV) label on them, and we'll buy them back. In fact, EDCO's consumer buyback centers collect several million pounds of material annually. The more material we can keep out of our landfills, the longer they'll last. But consumer material isn't the only thing going into landfills. More than a third of the material in landfills is from construction and demolition projects. It's a form of recycling most people don't think about. Concrete, wood, carpet, metal, drywall. What do you do with it? EDCO recycles it. EDCO is one of the few companies in Southern California tackling the problem of construction and demolition recycling. The process is similar to consumer recycling. Materials arrive by truck from all over Southern California. They're delivered to EDCO's construction demolition processing facility and sorted by EDCO employees. Once the materials are separated, they can be shipped out and used as raw materials for other things. The materials processed in EDCO's construction demolition facility are reused in many different ways. Wood can be delivered to power plants where it is used as a fuel source to generate electricity. Carpet padding is processed and made into new padding. Scrap metal is melted down and used again in many different products. Drywall is processed and utilized as soil amendments, and the fine dirt and debris left over after sorting is used as cover in landfills. These are just a few examples of the different ways construction debris are being reused. For EDCO, recycling isn't just a business, it's a state of mind. By not recycling everything possible, we lose valuable resources and needlessly shorten the lifespan of our landfills. For more than 40 years, EDCO has been helping keep Southern California a beautiful place to live and work. But we can't do it alone. Recycling only works if everyone takes it seriously. Often, it's easy to think, I'm the only person. What difference can I make? Well, the truth is you make a huge difference. Imagine if every person and every company in the world recycled everything they could. Our nation's energy needs would drop, our communities would become cleaner, and we'd begin to create new jobs and new technologies. Today, recycling is easier than ever, so please utilize the blue recycle bins and make an effort to divert your construction demolition debris. You'll be doing all of us a favor and have the peace of mind knowing you're part of the solution. Family owned and operated for more than 40 years, EDCO has been helping Southern California reduce, reuse, and recycle. At EDCO, we'll take care of it.